Hello students, today we're going to learn how to count significant figures. Just going over here, what you've already learned is making measurements with precision. You've learned what is a significant figure and why we care about significant figures or significant digits. What we're going to learn in this presentation here is how to count how many significant figures there are in a number. Okay? So let's get started here. I'm going to quickly go over these rules and then we'll actually practice a little bit. Okay, this is not going to be complicated once you get some practice. So first thing, if it's a non-zero digit, it's significant. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, those are all significant digits. Okay, zeros to the left are not significant. So here, for example, all these zeros here to the left of the 1, they're not significant. So in this number here, we only have one significant digit. Okay? Zeros between two significant digits are, apologize for the mistake here, are significant. So what I call this is the sandwich rule. Okay? So to simplify it, if it's 0 here in this case between the ones, okay, this is significant because it's sandwiched in between the ones. Same thing over here. This 0 is sandwiched in between the 1 and the 4, so it's significant. Rule number 4, really quickly, zeros to the end or the right of a number and, okay, very important, after a decimal are significant. So let's look at this case. Here, 10, this 0 here is not significant. Okay? It's just there at the end. But this 0 here is significant because it's to the right of the 1. Okay? And it's to the right of the decimal. So that 0 is significant. Of course, the other 0 here is sandwiched in between two significant digits. Alright? So here we have one sig fig, and over here we have 3. All 3 of those are significant. Last rule, if there's a decimal after a 0, okay, it's significant. So again, here we only have one significant figure because that 0 is not significant. And here we have 2. If you write that little decimal there at the end, you're essentially saying this 0 here is significant. Okay, so let's just do a little bit of practice. I know this is a little overwhelming at first. Okay, 136. How many significant digits are there? Well, anything that's not a 0 is significant. So in this case, all 3 of those are significant. Okay, so we've got 3 sig figs. Well, in this number here, we have 4 to 1, so we have at least 3. Now the issue is the 0. I know that it's to the right of a significant figure, and it's also to the right of a decimal point. Okay, so according to rule number 4, it's a significant figure. So here we're going to have 4 sig figs. 400, okay, very interesting. Well, these zeros here are to the right, but they are not after the decimal place like this number up here. So these zeros are not significant. Okay, so in this case, 4 is the only significant digit. So I only have one significant digit. Okay. Alright, here are the rules again. Now we have 3 numbers here. I would like you to pause this video for a second and try to figure it out on your own, and then watch for the answers. Alright, so let's look at this first number. We know that 5 and 6 are significant. And this 0 here is sandwiched in between these two. So that is also significant. So here we're going to have 3 sig figs. Okay, 8 and 7 are significant. Okay, we've got the sandwich rule for this 0. So that's significant. So far we've got 3. Here again we have a 0 that's to the right of the number and to the right of the decimal. Okay, so that 0 is also significant. So in that number we got 4. Here we have 42,000. Okay, there's no decimal point at the end, and there's no other numbers after the decimal point, so these three here are not significant. We've got 2 sig figs. Alright, let's do one more example. Again, please pause this video and try to figure this out on your own. Alright, let's look at the answers. Okay, so here we've got 4 sig figs. Okay, and what about these zeros? Well, if we look at the rules really quickly, okay, zeros to the left are not significant. Okay, so these 2 zeros here are not going to be significant. So we only have 4 sig figs. Here we have 2, and then we have this 0 with this decimal point here at the end. Okay, and if we look at rule number 5, okay, zeros followed by a decimal point are significant. I guess I made a lot of mistakes when I was writing this down. So we have 3 sig figs. Here, zeros to the left don't count. We have 4 sig figs here. And remember, this is to the right of the number, okay, and to the right of the decimal. So in this case here, we're going to have 5 sig figs. Alright, that is it.